It's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Cleveland Browns and the Houston Texans. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Anytime a team goes on the road, there's always that little bit of fear that maybe they can be affected by the hometown crowd. But this is where game planning really came into play. They talked about it all week. Go in there, establish yourselves. Well, that run right there, that slows down the crowd and gives them a lot of confidence.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Back to throw, Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Sean Beach in the picture. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover. In the playoffs, that is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness.
cop a chain of game. When the QB chain birth most of chains in the game. No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies. Family size, leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrives. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know her way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused, spoiled little boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel. Be cool when you see me, I'm hot at all that rap deep. The hood know you, so we don't borrow, believe in it. Locked in on the instrumental, I took back the key to this. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top three, I'm not number one, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go at. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. What I'm saying, your top three, I'm not number one, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go at. Meet Joe Black. What I'm saying, people saying what's already been said. Predictions, I don't listen, it's already in my head, no funny. Your most hungry place, I was past that at 28. Underground tapes, as my ass cap in publishing states. As we slide in the G-Ride, I've been getting criticized, it's keeping me energized. Create with a business mind, I'm from where killers reside. A wild hood, only knew goons since my childhood. Say anything in they raps cause it sound good. Don't even mean what they say, horrible outlook. Y'all ain't really about this house. Y'all was in the house with it. We don't respect fake jewelry and silly outfits. Window down, blowing out. Great tits, New York's J. Prince on Houston Street. I caught the bounce before my even bounced the beat. I took the hard way in it, man, it's the route for me. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top three, I'm not number one, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go at. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top three, I'm not number one, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go at. Meet Joe Black, meet Joe Black. Why would I ever have to cop a chain of game when the QB chain birth most of chains in the game? Why would I?
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something about Benz looking cute. That's finest. Her and her friends, big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the. Ain't no way somebody daddy ain't gon' give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. A few more tracks and this time she bought friends. Big baby on her way up and showed the stairs to a man's. Now salute the general. TGLX got plans, yeah. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
They don't know what they in for if it coming like this on the intro.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Cleveland Browns and the Houston Texans. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. From the 10, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. A solid 12-yard return after the 55-yard punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Flushed out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
No.
Looking for a better play coming up on third. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. He'll look to set up his blockers. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Browns drive about to get started. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try to play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. Pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes us forward for about 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Pick it up. You're embarrassing. Come on.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And now they'll run here off tackle. And they'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. And search of 3 yards here to pick up the 1st down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And that will be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. You can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that you're right where the ball is imminent, and it allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And it's taken in at the 9. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Texans will take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy. You understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out with that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Completes it to the fullback, Ham. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Mills. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. It's caught inside the 25. The 20-yard line. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. And it was right on the money. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down the 18. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that kick.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Play action now. Mills. He's got a man. It's his fullback. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Mills. Open man is Higgins. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It would be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball.
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Dameon Pierce taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Texans are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. The center receiver in motion to the right. From the 31, Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. On 2nd down. Faking the give. Now Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards yards on first down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They get a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Second and 13. Watson. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time. It's going to lead to third Watson. Well, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. The Texans are going to take it at their own 28-yard line. Well, we saw him during his much heralded college career. The first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's a sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He was a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Play fake, Mills. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a third and long.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So now after the sack, Mills and the Texans needing to navigate a third and long. Looking deep for Elliott. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Houston. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot in the big game, their big playability. They can strike from anywhere.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Browns drive about to get started. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Trying to take the shot. It's third down.
As we've seen their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. In trouble, and he's taken down. And they'll get him down for a loss of 11 busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
And it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
People are worried about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers. But the only guys can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
AFC title game, 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to play. Now it's 2nd and 9. On play action, Mills. Throws right side, and that's complete. Another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 23. That's good for 28 yards. Give left side for Pierce. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
It's a good defense in this one. It's looking at the good and some bad because they didn't give up the touchdown to a runner.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there. And they've got it first and goal.
He's really relentless in the field. In this case, it really gets to him. How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll run here with Pierce. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. They'll run for it with Pierce. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Damian Pierce as the first half is winding down. And the Texans continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 21-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Browns drive about to get started. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Jalen Petrie puts it away. The Chargers in so close to halftime there before the interception. You do get it to the plus territory as well.
Push them real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit.
That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or two. It's no good. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where for quarter number 3. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Good sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Here's Pierce on the counter. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, second down.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want, and other times the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That'll put him over 100 receiving yards now in this AFC title game. It's a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle, but give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On 2nd and 9, Mills. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Mills to throw it. Got him in. It's Collins complete.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 28. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Great looking run there as he'll take the is inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 56 yards rushing for him. Now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. 1st down, they go right back to Pierce.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
You got to be careful not to go to the road too often. It's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you get success, you might just keep having it.
No success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. On 2nd and 11 now. Mills eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
In motion goes the tight end. Throwing, Mills. Hard throw, incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the 1st half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Browns drive about to get started. On 1st down, Watson. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to get it off the line and run it out. It'll be 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, don't get way back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They try to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Watson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked up by Michael O.J. Moody. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. It's still down quite a bit of simple scores, but once that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. We're still in the 4th quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Pierce takes it straight ahead.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And that's Elliott complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
While we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Pierce now up the middle.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Getting 4 on the carry line. It'll be early second down.
That's exactly what you want. First, make a run, pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Texans are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. And now they'll take a knee here. And my partner now is speechless, and so am I. One quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl.